Today on Investigate TV Plus, hundreds of thousands of Americans rely on Social Security. But imagine if, in an instant, the government took that money back and future benefits were in jeopardy.
How would that impact you?
Oh, I'm devastated. Like anybody. If you stop somebody's source of income, what can you do? You can't pay your bills because we still got bills.
We take an in-depth look at how the agency can recoup overpaid benefits even after someone has passed away, and what you should do if you ever receive notice you have to pay up.
Then buildings can pose a deadly threat to birds, but it's not just high-rises putting them at risk.
Half of all bird collisions are with low buildings and especially houses. That's a significant loss of birds every year.
We travel to one of the most dangerous cities for migrating birds to see how small changes around your home can help prevent collisions.
And finding redemption through breaking a sweat.
Fitness saved my life, so I decided to bring fitness back to the prison where I lost everything.
How a workout program inspires inmates to rebuild their self-worth and community.
In-depth stories that inform and inspire. You're watching Investigate TV Plus. Social Security helps millions of retired Americans, people with disabilities, and certain families afford everyday life. I'm Tisha Powell.
And I'm Lee Zurich. In August of 2025, Social Security reports the average monthly check was about $1,800. But in some cases, the administration mistakenly overpays benefits and then demands the money back, sometimes from unsuspecting family members. Investigative
reporter Andy Parati takes us to Georgia to break down the impact and what to do if this happens to your family.
Let's see.
As an amateur photographer, David Morgan knows the importance of focusing on what's important.
This was a wedding that I did for a lady.
Documenting milestones and memories, including his baby brother, Dennis Morgan. Last year, the 58-year-old got sick and asked David to help manage his Social Security benefits. As a representative payee, he made sure his brother got his money.
And when he approached me about doing this, I couldn't say no to him.
When Dennis died last year, he says he notified the agency. The retired MARTA bus driver thought his responsibilities over his brother's benefits were done until he started getting these letters in the mail. Social Security writing it overpaid his brother $20,000, and it wanted David to pay it all back.
What was your reaction when you saw that number?
I was, livid. Yes, truly upset.
What's more confusing? The letter said the agency overpaid his brother for years, since 2022, but records show David was his brother's representative payee just 9 months. If he didn't pay the agency back by August, the letter said his own benefits could be in jeopardy of getting cut off.
How would that impact you?
Oh, I'm devastated. Like anybody. If you stop somebody's source of income, what can you do? You can't pay your bills. And my wife and I, we would be devastated because we still got bills.
It's a problem the Social Security Administration has known about for years. According to an Inspector General's report last year, SSA made nearly $72 billion in improper payments, most of which were overpayments.
When, through no fault of their own, we overpay them and then claw back in a rather brutal and summary way 100% of their check.
It happened to Samainashwil DeMichael and her family too. They fled the war-torn country of Eritrea, a small North African country, to Georgia about 6 years ago. Now, U.S. citizens, they rely on Social Security to take care of their 2 mentally disabled adult children. But we're told recently they could lose their benefits if they don't pay back about $4,000 in overpayments.
I didn't steal anything. It was the government who allowed us and gave us this. So it was like a punishment I'm getting for nothing I do.
A punishment for something you didn't do?
Yes, I didn't do anything. I didn't steal.
Social Security sent this website on how to resolve an overpayment. It breaks down how to file an appeal and explains the agency can go after living relatives for overpayments, writing, "If you die before you fully repay an overpayment, we may seek repayment from anyone who receives benefits based on your record."
This is my brother Dennis.
Reaching out to Social Security on David's behalf, he says the agency confirmed it made a mistake. He hopes his story will shed light on the impact of what he says is the agency's failure to fix a systemic problem.
It's already hard enough to try to make a living on a fixed income. And when you have no income, it's like, hey, that's fear. You could lose everything.
U.S. Senator John Ossoff stepped in on Morgan's behalf, and his office confirmed David is not responsible for the overpayment. Welda Michael's case was also resolved.
The biggest takeaway from attorneys who deal with this issue: do not ignore Social Security if you get an overpayment letter. If you request a waiver or an appeal within 30 days, the agency will not collect the money until it makes a decision. If you don't pay the agency back within 30 days of the date on your notice, it will automatically withhold 50% of your benefit or 10% of your payment each month until it's repaid. In March of 2025, Congress introduced the Social Security Overpayment Relief Act, which aims to limit the Social Security Administration from reclaiming overpayments older than 10 years. To learn more about the steps to protect benefits and for how to file an appeal, head to InvestigateTV.com and search Social Security Overpayments.
Still to come, U.S. cities can be a deadly stop for migrating birds.
In May, we will find a bird, probably at least one bird almost daily, if not more.
We'll explain how buildings are a flight risk no matter the height and the steps to make them safer.
Then later, we're taking time to stop and smell the roses at a hidden gem dedicated to protecting hundreds of different varieties of America's favorite flower.
You can watch Investigate TV Plus anytime online. Just subscribe to our YouTube channel at Investigate TV. You can catch stories and full episodes. From pest control to pollinating plants, birds are vital to our ecosystem.
Each spring and fall, birds pass through the United States on their way to their seasonal destinations, but many won't make it. Every year, an estimated 600 million birds die from building collisions.
In an effort to help protect them, researchers have identified which U.S. cities pose the biggest threat. Among the top 10, Kansas City, Missouri.
Your reporter Sharon Chen explains why the area is so dangerous for birds and the steps you can take to help reduce these deadly impacts.
Kansas City, City of Fountains, also City of Lights, shining bright in the Heartland sky. And it's these lights that can be downright deadly.
Typically, the bird carcasses would be somewhere in between, here and the end of the pavement.
Carcasses, as in dead birds. And Tessa Pullman is out searching for the latest victims. She's with BirdSafe KC.
BirdSafe Kansas City aims to mitigate and document bird collisions throughout the Kansas City metro area.
Bird collisions. Kansas City ranks in the top 10, 7th in spring, 8th in fall. That's according to Cornell University.
We'll get as many as 1 billion birds migrating over Kansas City.
That's because Kansas City sits right in the center of two main migratory pathways, the Mississippi and Central Flyways.
So the light kind of draws them in, they stop to rest, refuel for the night, and then when the morning comes, it's time to eat, forage.
But for many, that forage can prove fatal.
This research suggests that collisions happen in the first 11 stories of the building and really concentrated between the first 5.
So this is a dark-eyed junco?
Johnson County Community College has seen its fair share of casualties. Crystal Anton is Zero Waste Coordinator.
In May, we will find a bird, probably at least one bird almost daily, if not more. This is a fox sparrow.
This collection just from the past month. It's why she's on a mission to save the birds. It begins with design, specifically Kansas City's American Institute of Architects.
because they're the ones that can stop this problem in the design phase.
Come May, Crystal will teach how to build bird-friendly.
Reflection is one of the worst things, how the glass reflects. So choosing glass that's less reflective.
In downtown, Tess is focused on two big contributors to bird deaths, the T-Mobile Center and the old KC Star building.
Some of the links in Crown Center have proven to be really tragic as well.
But the bird collisions that happen here in downtown are only half the problem. The other half happens right in your neighborhood.
Half of all bird collisions are with low buildings and especially houses. So if you multiply that by all the houses, all the private residences, that's a significant loss of birds every year.
Elizabeth Stokes is the former president of the borough's Audubon Society. She showed us around the bird-safe nature center.
We put the wind curtain on this window.
She says the first step in making your home collision-proof is a walk around it.
What would they be looking for?
Mostly windows that reflect a lot of trees like this.
And the fix can be simple.
This is a wind curtain made out of parachute cord, and they just dangle most of the length of the window here. This is the bird tape. So we have, we have 8 strips of bird tape here. But that creates a barrier that the birds can see.
3 local groups working towards one purpose.
That helps us assess what areas are most collision prone.
To better understand, protect, and hopefully save. Man-made solutions solving man-made problems.
Taking a closer look at Cornell University's research, they found while migration routes vary depending on the season, the same 3 large cities in the central United States, Chicago, Houston, and Dallas, top both the spring and fall lists as the most dangerous for migrating birds. I can see all those cities have tall buildings that birds can go into. I didn't know that homes cause a lot of them too, though.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I learned a lot from that story. It makes me want to take a walk around my own home and see what I can do.
Put some of that tape up.
Parachute strings?
Yeah, do that. All right.
Additional tips to make your home or business more bird-friendly for windows and doors. Bird Safe KC recommends adding logo decals or drawing designs with markers and paint. They also say that you should keep bird feeders and water sources within 3 feet of glass to prevent birds from gaining enough momentum for fatal collisions.
The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service explains many birds migrate at night and bright lights often steer them off course. They say you can help by turning off outdoor lights that are not useful or install automatic motion sensors and dimmers. They also recommend closing your curtains and blinds at night to keep lights from reflecting in or out of windows. Still ahead, we explore a carefully cultivated garden, encouraging people across the country to plant more roses.
Anywhere in the United States, we will show you how. That's why we exist, is to help you grow better roses.
But first,
they're hungry for change. They're hungry for what we're ready to deliver, and we speak their language, so it's a perfect fit.
We'll show you the impact of a prison rehab program created by a woman who says she's living proof it works.
Our in-depth coverage continues. You can get connected to InvestigateTV Plus on all social media platforms.
We all know about the benefits of exercise, though it's not always easy to find the time or motivation to lace up your tennis shoes and get out the door.
But there's one group of women in Arizona who say they look forward to their workouts every Wednesday. And their gym is a place you might not expect. Reporter Vanessa Ariza shows us how a fitness program is helping transform their lives.
Ready? Bring it out.
A good workout.
Let me see it. Keep it pulling.
Can do wonders.
Let me see that walk. Woo!
For some, it is something we drag ourselves out of bed for. But for these women at Perryville Prison,
move it, ladies.
It's an escape from their current reality.
I have a gambling addiction, and that is, I broke the law in order to support that habit.
I'm a recovering drug addict. I've been here a couple times.
Helen and Margaret are among the women in the San Carlos yard at Perryville. Their crimes different, but their current state the same.
Do you feel as though you lost some of your worth when entering here?
Absolutely. I don't know a person that hasn't.
It's this class, part of the program Convicted Comeback, where for an hour every Wednesday, they can get a sense of that self-worth back.
I see those feet. I see them.
Do you think that it's changed the landscape on how the women look at each other here?
Oh yeah, yeah, because it builds a better community amongst us women. You know, we can trust each other because we're working out together. We're getting to know each other.
I can tell that they're happier. There's a lot less conflict, I feel like.
3, 2, 1, walk it out.
Kristen Klein created the program. She has an intimate understanding of the thoughts and the emotions that run through these women.
I am formerly incarcerated, and fitness saved my life. So I decided to bring fitness back to the prison where I lost everything.
We're gonna finish with some bold steps, you guys. We got some miles to walk.
After her release from Perryville, she got to work. She went back to school, got her degrees, knowing this is where she belonged, but now, by her choosing.
I see them bring friends. I see the boot camp endure extreme heat and hot cement or no mats.
Move those feet, come on!
And they don't care because they're hungry for change. They're hungry for what we're ready to deliver, and we speak their language, so it's a perfect fit.
Perryville Prison has its share of rehabilitation programs. Convicted Comeback, adding to that list. It's too early to tell if this program is helping with recidivism. Data-wise, that is.
Stretch out that inner leg.
But the Arizona Department of Corrections Rehab and Reentry's research says, on average, people who complete major prison programs had lower rates of returning to prison in 1 year.
When you get out, I hope that you see if you want it, you can have it. Do the work.
These women aren't concentrating on the data.
All the way, come on.
They're building something new that goes far beyond the body.
I've learned you can't just lay down and give up. You know, giving up's too easy. It takes a lot to do the right thing, but you feel good. You feel like you've achieved something.
We are good. That is a wrap.
Kristen and her wife say they do this all on their own dime. They're also branching out to other prison yards once a month to help more people get in a workout.
Up next, from timeless classics to bright newcomers,
There's probably 100 different varieties of roses introduced every year.
we explore the living library preserving the history of roses.
You can watch Investigate TV Plus anytime streaming online. Get the app for Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and Apple TV. It's free to download. Americans who would speak the language of the heart do so with a rose. A quote from President Ronald Reagan's proclamation in 1986, designating the rose as the national flower of the United States.
Also known as the Queen of Flowers, roses grow coast to coast in hundreds of colorful varieties. There's a garden in Louisiana dedicated to showcasing their beauty and diversity.
Reporter Dave McNamara takes us to the American Rose Center to see how the beautiful blooms are inspiring people across the country.
For the past 50 years, this sprawling flower garden near Shreveport has been the center of the American Rose Society. It's a place that promotes and shows off the beauty of blooming roses, from common to rare, in every color imaginable.
There's probably 100 different varieties of roses introduced every year. Some of them will make it. Some of them will become timeless roses.
Beth Smiley is the Rose Society's executive director. She says you can typically find 300 to 400 different varieties of roses growing and blooming here. There are about 6,000 rose bushes in a variety of garden settings, from small areas to large circular plantings that are the centerpiece of the 118-acre garden.
The first and second circle feature modern roses, 19th and 20th century. Those are modern. And then the third circle features the shrub class of roses. And then the fourth circle features our old garden roses.
The American Rose Society was founded in the 1890s in Pennsylvania and then ran a large garden in Ohio through much of the 20th century. But when the Rose Society needed a new home, land was donated near Shreveport, and the Rose Center moved to Louisiana in 1974.
We want to show you the classes of roses so that if you have a spot in your home garden, you say, oh, well, that would grow in that small spot that I have.
You can hear the soothing sounds of water flowing in the reflecting pool, and birds singing in the tall pines that shade part of the landscape. It's the perfect place for a quiet stroll that relaxes you as it stimulates your senses.
What is it about the rose that makes it the perfect flower gift?
The fragrance that you get when you smell a rose, and that's everybody's first reaction, right? When you get a rose, you put your nose in it to smell it.
The Rose Society is currently involved in preserving and cultivating ramblers, roses that have long branches that can climb poles, fences, and even cover houses. A nursery is filled with young ramblers in an effort to grow interest in the crawling rose bushes. You can explore on the easy-to-walk trail, or find a shady spot to sit and enjoy the quiet beauty of this garden.
We can help you find the right roses for your place, wherever that place is, anywhere in the United States. We will show you how. That's why we exist, is to help you grow better roses.
The American Rose Center is a hidden gem with a national following, a place where the colors and the scent of thousands of roses fill the peaceful landscape.
The American Rose Center says there are several peak blooms throughout the year, one usually in the spring, another in early summer, and a big rose bloom in the fall. That's it for us on Investigate TV Plus. I'm T. Chappelle.
And I'm Lee Zurich. Thanks for watching.
On the next Investigate TV Plus, drivers often share the road with big rigs, but our investigation found what trucks can't see can take lives.
So this car basically disappears in this area.
We go behind the wheel to see the dangers hidden in plain sight and why some companies are taking safety into their own hands.